turfcare initially wasn't something I wanted to do, and I think I share the same story with most greenkeepers. Probably about 95% of us that have very much just fell into it. I didn't know what I wanted to do at all. Sort of going through school, finishing school, everything like that. I had absolutely no idea. So I wanted something outside. I wanted something local, and the golf course 5 minutes up the road, Brockton Hall in Stafford at the time. They had a position going as apprentice greenkeeper. Went there and fell in love with it straight away. Really, something outdoors is sort of has always appealed to me. The 9 to 5 in the office is completely against what I'd sort of want to do. Being outdoors, being on a golf course, I'd never really had an interest in golf, but as soon as you get on the golf course and you're feeling that every day, it's very, very special. I'd never do anything else now, I don't think. I think after sort of the first week, I started on the golf course on the Monday and it got to the Friday, and by the end of the Friday, it felt like I'd not actually worked. So straight away, it felt like this could be something for me. It's the thought I grew up with parents that both hated work, and I did a working week myself and I absolutely loved it. It felt like I didn't work. So straight away, I was like, this is something I want to do long term. And I've never looked back since, really. I've 10 years nearly been greenkeeping in the industry, and this is what I can see for my whole career, really. Being outside, being on the golf course, being in the turf care industry is sort of, once you're in it, I don't think you can ever really fall out of it. It's just not advertised. You never see come and work at a golf course. And Rob, our irrigation tech, he is spending a lot of time sort of with local colleges, local high schools, and he's going to open fairs, and some of our guys are going to sort of open days and things like that, and he's really pushing it. And we've seen, even just recruiting volunteers, we're getting that sort of interest now. And I think other golf courses, and I know Bigger are doing a lot with First Green, for example, but everyone else is sort of pushing that now, and I think that's only going to be good for the future of the industry. So I first started off as an apprentice greenkeeper at Brockton Hall Golf Club in Stafford. Spent 5 years there and loved every minute of it. I'm still good friends with all the guys that work there. I spent a lot of time with a guy called Ian Underhill, who sort of trained me. He's the old guy who he was going to be retiring. I was brought in as an apprentice greenkeeper to sort of take over his role. Learned a hell of a lot from him. I didn't think he realises how much I learned from him. But 5 years at Brockton Hall and being in Stafford, JCB, and you talked to was only half an hour up the road. And it was advertising for a position of senior greenkeeper in training. They were asking for everything I had. So I had my level 2, I had the years of experience, and I come here for an interview with Callum, the course manager, and Rob, our irrigation technician, and straight away after being sort of in the room with them for half an hour, and Rob took me out on the golf course, I absolutely fell in love with the place. It sort of opened a whole different world of greenkeeping and turf care that I didn't even realise existed. And straight away I thought I just want to be there. I didn't really realise the scale of sort of what JCB and as a company, and what JCB Golf Country Club is as a golf course. I didn't realise how big it was, and I come into it, and straight away I was into the Rose series here. It's just sort of Justin Rose sort of leads up that sort of event for women. I did that, and straight away it was one of my first few weeks. I was mowing tees, and I'd gone from the biggest day was a captain's day at Brockton Hall to I'm working with it's a professional golf event, and it was just mind blowing. It was so many. I didn't realise what it took to sort of put on an event like that. And the next year we went to the JCB Championship, and then there was another JCB Championship the year after that, and now we're sort of live golf. So in the near 4 years I've been at JCB, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I started JCB senior greenkeeper in training. After a year, I was moved up to senior greenkeeper, and luckily, recently, at the end of 2024, I was promoted to deputy golf course manager, which was miles away from what I could ever have dreamt of when I started greenkeeping at the start. But as soon as I started as an apprentice greenkeeper, that's sort of what I always wanted, and to sort of have a position like that at a place like this and feel like you can make things better and build on something so special what we have is amazing. I love the place, I love the people. So to have this position and work with some brilliant people, it's very special. So having that sort of career path I have, 10 years is a long time, but it hasn't felt like a long time. It's taken a hell of a lot of work, and it's taken a hell of a lot of work from the people around me to help me to get there. And I'm grateful to sort of everyone I've worked with on this sort of career path getting to where I am today. Role models are massively important, sort of just having them figures in your life. I've been very fortunate in my near 10 years of greenkeeping. I've met some unbelievable people, and to pinpoint it down to one role model would be very unfair. Obviously, Ian Underhill at the start, I worked with him at Brockton Hall, sort of showed me everything. Richard Quine, the deputy there, helped me massively to sort of come to a place like JCB. And then Callum Walk, our golf course manager, has been, I can't express how much he's helped me in my career and sort of taking it to that next level. Then through that, he's pushed me to do things like Future Turf Manager Initiative with Jacobson. I was very fortunate to meet course managers John McLaughlin, Sam Evans, who's my mentor, helped me tremendously and still does now. People like that in the industry are very special, and I've managed to work in America, sort of volunteering at Austin Country Club. Bobby Stringer, who's a superintendent there, who's still been in contact with now. He's been brilliant. Ewan Grant is still around, who was the former course manager at JCB Golf Country Club. I feel like I've been very fortunate to have sort of them, not in a way role models, but them influential people around me that have shaped me in the best way they can. And I've taken bits from all of them. And without sort of all them guys, I don't think I would be where I am today. Yeah, because you see what someone else achieves, and you just straight away think, can I replicate something like that? Can I push towards sort of that goal that they've already achieved? So it's definitely a step up, and a hell of a lot more pressure than sort of what it would be as a senior greenkeeper. I've always wanted that extra pressure, and I always wanted that bit more responsibility. So I'm enjoying it. I'm the first few weeks sort of into the position, but I'm massively enjoying it. I'm not now in the role and thought, I don't think this is for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near perfect, and I'll always be far from perfect, but I will always push to sort of be in that direction of trying to make things better. We're very lucky here anyway at JCB. We've got JCB and JCB Golf Country Club are sort of massive supporters of sort of what we're trying to do, what we're trying to create. So they make it very easy. They give you that platform, and they've given me that platform to sort of progress ever since I started here on my first day. They've been massive supporters along with Callum, the course manager. So the transitions felt easy, but it wouldn't have been as easy if I didn't have that support network around me. And if I didn't have the support from JCB, the support of JCB Golf Country, all the staff down at the clubhouse, Chris, our director, Callum, course manager, it wouldn't be that easy. So I couldn't do it on my own, and I feel like they make it a lot easier. And the guys we have here, we're significantly growing our team from 33 to 46 for 2025, and that sort of shows where JCB want to take the course. We've got a lot of important guys here that we work with, and have supported me massively the whole time I've been here. So I will always be, and I don't think I can ever tell them enough how grateful I am to them. And I just want to make this place as good as I can for them. So I've always thought about being step by step. Obviously, ever since I started it, I wanted to be deputy course manager. I wanted to work with Callum especially. But it's never changed from, I think, my first week in greenkeeper. I always wanted to be a head greenkeeper, and now more of a golf course manager, sort of following the footsteps of sort of guys like Sam Evans, Callum Walk, Ewan Grant. I've been that golf course manager sort of. That's what I'll strive for every day. And I think making that step at a place like JCB is enormous. And only a few would be able to get that opportunity, but that's something that every day I think about, and that's sort of always what I would strive to achieve. Just go and give it a go. Just go and step on that sports day for the first time. It might be a football pitch, it might be bowling green, it might be a golf course. Just go and spend a week there. Spend a week at work experience, volunteer. You will not look back. I wasn't clever at school. There's a lot of us in the industry who weren't very clever at school, and a lot of us didn't know what we wanted to do. You sort of come into an environment like this, and you find it, and you fall in love with it straight away. I never wanted to work on a golf course. I never didn't even have an interest in golf. But as soon as you come here and you're in this environment, and the people you meet and the people you work with, you realise how special of an industry it is. And the amount of people you see, the opportunities you get, you don't realise how many opportunities you get. So you've just got to come and have a go. And young guys, I know First Green Bigger, they're pushing it so massively now. We're trying to do it here with open days to just get that awareness out there, because people don't realise how much they can enjoy their work life, and you've just got to come and experience it to know how much you'll enjoy it. I'd certainly say grab every opportunity that's put in front of you. And I would push this as sort of a message to all course managers or head greenkeepers out there. Encourage your younger guys to go and get involved in things like BTME, get them involved with bigger. There's so many special people there, and I'd name them Deb Burnett, for example, who does sort of a lot of the continue to learn, and the initiative that she has plays a big part in can massively change people's lives. There's a lot of good people at Bigger that are working really hard to make the industry a better place. So they are putting it all on a plate for all of us to sort of improve and learn more and have them opportunities. So everyone has just got to take that opportunity, that everything that's put in front of you. Go and volunteer. Come and volunteer at JCB, for example, when we have Live Golf in July. Come and experience other things in the industry. You might not be happy where you are. There's the world of golf greenkeeping and sports turf is enormous, and it can take you anywhere in the world. Don't get me wrong, I feel very fortunate to be in the position I am, and even 10 years greenkeeping, this is early for me to be in a position like this, and I'm fully aware of that, and don't expect it all to come straight away, because it won't. But if you stick at it, you will get there. Everyone will get there. But it's all dependent on the person and how much they want it and what they're willing to do to get there. So JCB are obviously a massive, massive part of JCB Golf Country Club, and I don't think people really realise sort of when they come on site and sort of work here how much of a support JCB is for us. JCB give us that massive platform to achieve absolutely everything we want to achieve here. Their vision for the golf course going forward is mind-blowing. People don't quite realise that the level they want to take this golf course to is outrageous and sounds unachievable, but the way JCB are and always improving, always sort of innovating, always being better, they make the unachievable very achievable. And a massive statement they're making for us this year is sort of taking us to the next level. We're currently at 33 staff, going up to 46 for 2025, and that is 46 members of staff just for an 18-hole facility. Some people think it's outrageous, but the level they want to get to, it's realistic. They want to compare ourselves to, and as outrageous as it sounds, is Augusta National, and they completely mean it when they say that, and that's what they want to get. They want JCB Golf Country Club to be the best it can be, and the treatment and the welfare we're given here, free meals for lunches, the uniform we get given, the opportunities to go abroad, go and do everything. We had the investment in training, things like that. We had 8 guys doing level 2 and 3 at some point last year, and constantly guys going spraying, chainsaw qualifications. They genuinely want to benchmark it for machinery, that side of things, in the world headquarters across the road, but they also want to benchmark for greenkeeping. They want to take the industry further, and I think a lot of other places just sort of take the path JCB are going through in creating these standards for greenkeeping, because I think I'd speak for a lot of guys. Greenkeeping as a whole sort of don't get that support that they need, probably from the clubs, but JCB just isn't that club, and it's very different to what people would think it is.